Alright, this is gonna be episode 17 now. So in the last one, I had just set up these electric engine units. And I was getting ready to set up all the stuff for robots. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do is make some sulfuric acid. So for this I need sulfur, iron, and water. And we can do this pretty much anywhere. I'll probably do it like right here, maybe. Oh, and I also, before I do that, I'm gonna go up and build this power up top because I want to be able to like expand as much as I want without having to worry about running out of power. So let me grab some things I need for that and just get that set up real quick. We're good on power now, but I love just having way more than I need of like everything in this game, so. Where did I set those up to craft? These. And this setup, it was, I think, 40 and 20. 80 and 40. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's 80, 40 of these, and burner inserters. 40 burner inserters. 40. Okay, offshore pumps I have already. Mining drills. Okay, so we're good on everything. And I have a power line right here. I just want to make sure it's close by so that I can connect it all up to power. I know I said I was going to do robots, but I think I should have enough time to set up this power and get robots all going. This episode should be fine. I just get distracted a lot in this game, so. I think something I really want to try to focus on too for the next, I don't know, however many episodes it takes, but I really want to get like an intro of some sort and like a something other than just like a how I've been starting the videos and ending the videos. I just am not really sure exactly the best way to do that. But it's definitely on my mind. I'm definitely trying to figure out something. Like, just what I've been doing. Alright, this is episode... It's like kind of boring. I need to like create some sort of like intro for my videos. But I am definitely thinking about it and trying to figure out what I want to do for that, so. And there's a lot of trees that I did not see. Oops. Okay, let's set up the steam engines. This is gonna be, I swear, the last tedious thing I do manually. But it's very important to have ample power to do everything you need to do in your factory. Just place all the burner inserters. Power it up, and then the last thing we're going to do is add water. There you go. Good enough. Okay. So we got all these powered up. I'll connect these just because, not that I need to. And water for the last step. So right now we can, at capacity, we'll be making 72 megawatts. Right now we're only needing 28, so everything else kind of just is resting. But we can never find these things. Now we have 144 total possible power that we can make. I don't know exactly how to say that. We have the ability to supply a factory that requires, or that's using 144 megawatts, but right now our factory is only using 30. And I don't know if I need more mining drills for this. Probably not, but just so I don't have to come back up here and fix it later, I'm gonna just throw down a few extras. Never hurts to do more than what you need. That's how I play this game. I swear I'm just trying to be proactive. I'm not trying to avoid robots. Okay. So now we have plenty of power. We're not going to need to do any more power for a while, and when we do, it will not be steam power probably, unless we just want to like buffer it. Because other things are just better. Solar power, it's infinite. You just have to have accumulators to keep it going overnight. And nuclear power is just like really good, but we're a little ways off from that. Let's restock on a couple of items. Belts, and it's probably good. Alright, so we need batteries for our robot production. So for batteries we need sulfuric acid. For sulfuric acid, sulfur, iron, and water. Makes 50 sulfuric acid per second. So, is it made in a chemical plant? It is made in a chemical plant. Do I want to do this right here? I want to do it on the other side. I'm going to have more science coming in from right here later, so I'll do it on this side. So, sulfuric acid needs sulfur, iron, and water. So water's gonna come in on this side. And then sulfuric acid, or sulfur and iron are gonna come in on a belt. And this is gonna output to I had to sneeze. This is gonna output to a tank. Right here. I'll just have one tank, that's fine. Okay, so copy and paste this. How many of these do I want to make? 6? I think 6 should be good. Oops. H to flip. There we go. Fill in the pipes. I'm gonna have to get some water here, and then the belt items. Where do I want to bring water from? Right here, probably. This should be enough. 6 machines making it. I don't think I need that many machines. So it's really only used for a couple of things, one of which I'm not going to use for a long time. It's really only going to be used to make batteries. Okay, offshore pump right here. Then we need the other things. And we have researched personal roboports, which is huge. These power poles are awesome. Can't wait to start making those. We'll just queue up some other things as well. Selector combinator. Don't really know how to use those. I'm gonna have to learn one day, but haven't done it yet. So I'm not quite sure what those do. Although I'm sure I could figure it out. Okay, so we need iron. We'll do it on this one. Sulfur. And the same thing over here. Okay, so we are now making sulfuric acid at a rate of 600 per minute, 700. 1,000, maybe? More than 1,000, nice. That's pretty good. Now, for batteries, take sulfuric acid, copper, and iron plates. So, I think I'm going to just set it up almost the same as this setup. recipe to batteries. Change the outputs because it doesn't output fluid. So it's going to output right here. I'll probably want a couple more than this, but this is fine for now. Probably will want like maybe 10 machines making these, because we use them a lot more than we do. We use these more than sulfuric acid is used, so I think this is sufficient for now. But batteries, I think you use quite a few of them when you start going big on like solar panel setups and stuff like that. But like everything, a slow trickle for now and expand it later. So this is gonna be iron and copper. I'm just trying to pull from all 4 of the belts because I started this one, so now I'm pulling from the 3rd one up. I'll do the 4th one for this one. Here, I pulled from the 1st belt a minute ago, so I'm going to go up 1, pull from the 2nd belt. Just reduces the number of like lane balancers I have to slap down. This one, that's annoying. Whatever, it's kind of ugly, but it's fine. And then I just need to bring sulfuric acid. This. And there we go. Now we're making batteries. Very, very slow batteries. So I didn't realize how slowly these things crafted. 4 seconds each. So yeah, we'll definitely need more of these, but I can just drag it down and extend it. I want to get robots going. At least a personal roboport, maybe. Oh, and I can make a modular armor now that I have red chips. I never did that. I just haven't been wearing armor this entire time. That's crazy. So, build the armor and then I'll talk about it. For the robot setup, I'll have to make all the things necessary for robots. So that means we need passive provider chests and storage chests. So these are, I'll explain these more. I'm gonna get them kind of crafting, and once I have them, then I can kind of explain better what they do. These are gonna go here and here, and these I need chips and alright. Both of these need red chips and green chips and steel chests. So steel's gonna go right here. It's too far. Okay. And then chips right here. Same for right here. Green chips. And green chips. Okay. So we're now making these, which are super useful. I'm gonna start upgrading every chest to these right here. These passive provider chests, the red ones, are super good for robots because everything in these chests tell the logistics network, which is all the robots in your base, hey, you can grab items out of these. So it'll read the contents of them, and that's going to blink for now because I don't have it connected to any logistics networks because I haven't made those yet. I'll get those once I get the roboports. But basically, these passive provider chests, all the stuff that I'm making, and they've just been ready for me to grab, I'm going to put into these passive provider chests, and then see how they have this little hole above the top. Robots can come and grab items out of there to go build or bring them for logistical things. So very necessary. Next, I am going to need roboports. So red chips, gears, and steel for roboports. Gears, and this looks kind of silly like this, but I didn't plan it out too well to make like a vertical kind of thing, so I'm just making them right off the bus like this. I don't think it's that bad. Still organized enough. Okay, steel and red chips. And I can get rid of all these steel chests. I don't need these anymore because I'm mostly going to use these red ones. Sometimes I'll use these ones. Basically, the yellow ones are kind of, they're like the red chests in that items can be pulled out of them, but they prefer to go for these red ones first. So when robots are looking for a certain item, I believe that's how it works. I think they'll go out of the red ones first, and then the other ones are just like backup storage. At least that's how I use it. When you throw stuff away in your junk slot right here, like I have trash slots, they'll grab out of your trash slots and go put them in the yellow ones. So maybe that's how they're intended to be used, but for now we're just going to limit it there. Takes a lot to get these going. But we almost have our first roboports, and then robots are going to be next. So logistic bots and construction bots. And these are going to take red chips and flying robot frames. These are going to take green chips and flying robot frames. And once I get some of these placed, the roboports, you'll see this blinking kind of stop. Because basically all it's saying is that these chests aren't connected to a logistics network, but now when I place this down, this roboport, now this giant orange area, when I hover over this, that is all the logistics network. So the logistics robots can transfer anything between anything else within that orange zone. And then the green zone is construction bots. So construction bots can build anything within the green zone. So now all these chests are part of this logistical network, and basically you build more of these as long as there's that little line, that yellow dotted line. They can fly in between them, and that all counts as the logistics network. So we're slowly going to increase that, cover the whole base to where all of these things are considered being within a logistics network. And yeah, things are really about to take off from here, so it's very exciting. The only other thing I have to do now is build these flying robot frames, which are right here, which we got to get the batteries over here, steel and chips. Finish setting this up real quick. These are going to take those and they're going to output into a chest. Just limit for right now. Alright, now we just need the flying robot frames. So decide where we're going to build those. And yeah, very exciting. We almost are at a bot network. I'm just periodically going to grab out of here, start expanding the robot network as much as I can. These things have to be powered, and I don't normally make them super perfect. As long as that little tether line is there, you can like space them out perfectly if you want, but I didn't really design the base with these in like perfectly in mind. I kind of just place way more than I need. Like, I play this game, I do more than I need, so as long as they're powered up, connected to each other. You can look at the map when you toggle this on. All this orange area is logistic coverage, and the green area is construction coverage. So I'm periodically just gonna be slapping those down as time goes on. So 12, it's not enough, but it's a good start, because these things take 20 seconds to make, so they take forever. Green chips, batteries, steel. Gonna go, oops, can't do that. Gonna go grab those batteries from over here. And then steel and green chips for these. Power. Then we need our steel and green chips, and the belt is not even out this far yet. That looks messy. I'll just do this. What am I doing? There we go. Oh. It was still a ghost, so it didn't build it. Getting tired. I am playing like I'm tired. Alright. So these are gonna all start making eventually. They take quite some time, but these are only making what, one every 20 seconds, and I don't even have 20 of them, so I'm not making one per second yet. But these will start creating. They're going to go down, supply these with flying robot frames, and we're going to have construction and logistic robots soon. So very exciting. I'll periodically come over, grab roboports. We're going to have to up the red chip production because we're using a lot more of these now. And this just is not sufficient for everything that's going to start using them. But it's very exciting. We finally got to robots, so pretty soon I will be showing how much the game takes off from using robots. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.